award-winning movies, fresh originals, family favorites, and the best entertainment for every move. Introducing Max, the one to watch. 11-2 run for Miami. There's the first free throw for Brown. Adebayo picked up his first foul as we went to break.
Well, you got up some interesting numbers on Tatum leaving this first quarter pretty early, right?
It really was. For what we've seen, 3 of the first 6 games, he played the entire first quarter, never less than 9 minutes and 40 seconds. So out a little bit early, but it looks like getting ready to come back right now.
Walking okay.
Smart back in, White is out. Kyle Lowry is going for the first time in the game, taking the place of Vincent. Jimmy Butler with 4 points, right down the lane with a head. Rejected by Robert Williams.
And what did him in? The pump fake.
3, Smart. Rebound, Butler.
It is very hard on drives against big defenders to play off of 2 feet in the paint, Reggie. That's got to be up off of 1 foot and get to the rim and not let Robert Williams recover and get into play. But Jimmy Butler's a 2-footed player. It makes it tough in this series, and that's the 11th shot he's had blocked in this series.
Pushing his way into the paint. Lowry leads at the other end. Transition, Martin 3. Good.
I agree with you, Coach. Caleb Martin, the best and consistent player on this Heat team through these first 7 games.
He's got 7 points in the first.
I like the Heat's defense on the pick and roll. They're literally switching everything. Boston's done a good job getting the ball to the roll man, but it's still a lot better than when they were putting 2 guys on the ball.
Down the miss, Robert Williams gets the loose ball with the rebound. It's picked up by Grant Williams in the corner for Smart. Drives on Butler.
Robert Williams did all the work on that possession again. Keeping second shot opportunities alive here for Boston.
Williams has not missed a shot in this series at home. Butler, the hesitation and the drive inside, bursting for 2.
Well, and there he's up off of 1 foot. There's no chance to recover. It's a big difference. Playing off 2 feet, to me, all the time, that you can get away with at certain times, but not against big defenders.
Brown misses the long shot. He's now gone 3 of 9 from the floor. Lowry quickly the other way, and there's Bruce. Good feed, good finish. Half minute to go in the first, and the Heat have their biggest lead of the game.
Lowry push the basketball. Don't allow the Celtics to set up that defense.
Difference of 3.5 seconds, game clock and shot clock. Winding down the first. Smart. Adebayo defends. They switched. Adebayo's now on Brown. A fake and finagles his way inside, but can't get it. It's Butler with the ball. A second to go. Half-court shot. Good if it goes. And the quarter comes to a close with Boston missing all their 3-point shots in that first quarter. 0 for 10. 2 for Miami. It is a 7-point Heat lead at the end.
right there, but overall, that's a good start.
They haven't made a three-pointer yet. What do you like about the perimeter defense?
Before the offensive rebounds, I think it's been solid. After the offensive rebounds, they've gotten some clean ones. So we, like I said, we got to shape up the glass.
Great, thank you, Coach.
Only moments ago, and the 15 points by the Celtics equaled their lowest scoring first quarter of the season. 3 Robinson newly in the game. They shoot well from 3, over 50% over the last 5 games.
Off the bench for the Heat as well.
Grant Williams, Tatum, blocked in a triple. Rebound retrieved, good box out right there by Vincent and others. Lowry has it. Adebayo the other way. Highsmith is in with Robinson. Up 2 by Lowry. Rebound chased. Highsmith over there, racing to Brogdon. It's off of Boston.
Well, you know, Highsmith, that's what he's going to bring.
Yep.
Hustle and hard off the bench. Not a ton of minutes in these playoffs, but played very solid in Game 5 here.
From Division II, Wheeling Jesuit in Wheeling, West Virginia. Robinson, screen out wide. Open triple. Robinson knocks down a tray, and the lead is 10, the biggest tonight for the Heat.
Yeah, that's way too open there. Smart just died on the screen, and Horford did nothing. That's too good a shooter to just leave him wide open.
Celtics began the game 4-6, but they're 2 of 17 over the last 8+ minutes. Tatum's got it. Shot clock at 5. Oh, it's knocked away by Highsmith against the steal. 2-on-1 with Vincent Highsmith. They try to finish and does. Terrific transition. Timeout Boston.
And Highsmith, his energy in the first 2 minutes of this second quarter. We saw a lot of him in Game 5. In fact, starting the second half over Kevin Love, 19-4 run by the Heat. Look at it. By Miami. You see a little strip here. Beautiful play by Highsmith.
What's up, everybody? It's Coach Gary. We had a timeout because right after the last timeout, the Heat have just taken and they have extended their lead. So real quickly, Jimmy Butler, 6 points for the Heat. Martin 7, Adebayo has 2, Vincent also has 2, Strus off the bench with 5, Robinson has a 3-pointer, Highsmith has come off the bench and showed great energy, he has 2 points, and he also has a steal. The Boston Celtics have Tatum has 1 point. He has 6 rebounds. Now, it would be remiss if I did not say that Jason Tatum started the game with 26 seconds into the game and had a pretty bad ankle turn. He's trying to play through it. You know, he's got to play through it. You know, not going to sit on the bench and let his boys down. He's got to play through it. He's playing through it, but he turned his ankle pretty badly there. With 26 seconds into the 26 seconds into the game. So that's got to be a factor. It's got to be a factor, all right? To why he only has 1 point. Horford has 2 points. Derek White, White has 2 points. Brown has 8. He's got to be the guy to step up. But I mean, if Tatum can't get over that ankle, because you can tell it's bothering, you can tell it's sore, somebody else has got to step up. You got to have 2 more guys to really step up, not just step in. Can't just play that role. They got to step up. And so they put Brogdon out there. Now Brogdon didn't play in the last game because of the injury. and he seems a bit off. He seems a bit off. You look at his stats right there. He has really, he's got a personal foul. He's got 1 block. That's it. Nothing else. So you got Brown, who's going to do his thing. White's going to have to White's going to have a big game shooting outside. Horford has, you know, as far as offense, he hasn't provided a whole lot here in the last few games. So he's got to do something. Smart has had two pretty darn good games, which means he's probably due for an offensive game where he's sort of off the mark. But we'll see.
I'm going out on a limb here. I'm not big on predictions, but my prediction is, Kevin, if the Celtics do not make a 3 tonight, they will not win.
Really? Yeah. Better go on a limb there, coach.
Smart shot clock at 5. Bam will chisel. Down Horford. Out to Smart. He's got 5. He's 2 of their last 19 shooting.
And they're 4 of their last 39 over the last 4+ quarters.
Now they might win. Are you optimistic now?
All right, I'm going to say if they only make 1, they still won't win.
Horford. Sitting in his own shot clock. It's off to Vincent. Back the screen. Launches a 3. Caught out.
They are not fighting over those high screen rolls. Duncan Robinson just knocked down a 3, and Horford again laying low on that high screen roll.
There's a collision with Vincent and Smart.
But look, if you watch this, though, too, Reggie, Bam Adebayo sets great screens. He doesn't look to leave early. He doesn't slip. He holds that screen, makes solid contact, and give his shooters room. Reminds me a little bit, and I'm being serious, of when you played with the Davis brothers in Indiana. Those guys hit you. You felt them, and you got room to shoot the ball.
Vincent just picked up his second personal wrench.
And that's huge because of his ability, as we just saw, to shoot the basketball.
Martin takes his place. Hook shot by Horford. No, it's out of bounds. It will be Miami's ball.
How about the block shot there by Bam on Horford? Great timing.
Yeah, well, the Heat again in that zone. Al Horford wanted to get the ball there at the free throw line and spray it out, but the Heat stayed home. He was one-on-one with Bam, and Bam did an outstanding job.
Adebayo was scored into Smart. Down he goes.
I like the one reaction of the officials, right?
Lunging in Adebayo. And there is a foul called on the Heat. At the 8:45 mark. And that will go on Robinson.
This created the turnover because Bam passed up the shot there.
Yes.
There was no call. Reggie, when I coached, I was on guys harder about passing up shots than on taking tough shots. To me, especially against good defenses, when you pass up a good look, it's hard to create a second good look.
Lowry in the corner. Martin with a 3.
And Lowry saw this all the way down because he had 2 shooters running the same lane. Duncan Robinson and Martin.
15 more points, shooting 3s tonight for Miami so far against Boston in the corner. Horford on top, Brown 3.
They're starting to lock in now. That's back-to-back 3s for the Celtics.
Haven't been able to stop the Heat at all so far.
Lowry with a 3.
There's been no hesitation in Lowry's game tonight.
They may have to get Al Horford up a little bit on those screens. He's playing back in the drop. They're not switching.
Horford 3. Robinson, who just picked up the foul moments ago in his first, but he was fouled right there himself by Boston.
Here's that Celtic ball movement.
This is against that Heat zone. Excellent ball movement, and Brown knocks it down.
And then transition. Excuse me, this is the Lowry 3. Again, no one's stepping up on these high inside screen and rolls. And something to note, Jason Tatum, only 1 field goal attempt. Remember the first play of the game that turned left ankle.
And Robinson beat the defense of Horford.
Well, they finally switched to pick and roll to try to take away the three a little bit. And
biggest lead of the night for the Heat in this game 7. Tatum, who picked up a foul moments ago, was taking it in. Lowry lunging in with his defense, picks up his first for the Heat on that play.
What a pass with the left hand. Beautiful cut by Robinson. Good timing there. And we can't stress enough, Tatum's only one field goal attempt here.
we haven't seen much of Boston's big lineup since the first 2 games here, Reggie. But now playing both bigs together.
Lowry cuts it up, exploding the other way, Tatum. Timeout, Miami. That's his first field goal.
Hopefully this can get him going. Here's a turnover by Lowry. The ankle looking fine here in transition by Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum getting that leg a little bit loose. That ankle a little loose. Like I said, if you're just tuning in to watch the game, Jason Tatum with 26 seconds into the game had a pretty bad twist of that ankle. That's why you see the picture of him going off the court there with his eyes. You know, he looked like he's in a little pain, but as you can see, he sort of exploded right there for that layup. So that's good, and that was one thing I was hoping that he's able to play at a high level, because I don't want the Heat. If the Heat win this game, I don't want it to be because somebody got hurt, or if the Celtics win it. Don't want to say, hey, somebody on the Heat was hurt or got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Just we want it to be even. But you know, whatever happens, happens. The Miami Heat are shooting the ball at 48.5% from the field. The Celtics 32.3%. Miami 6 3-pointers, 6 of 12 for 50%. Boston has only hit 2 so far. Still early in the game. 6 minutes and 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Free throws. Just nobody's getting fouled. The Miami Heat have not been to the free throw line yet. Boston has been 4 times. They've hit 3 out of 4 for 75%. Rebounding, slight edge to the Boston Celtics with 17. Assists, that goes to the Miami Heat. They already have 9. Boston has 7. They're doing a little bit more, letting that ball stick a little bit, because you know they're going to their main scorer right now, who is Brown. Miami has 4 steals. There's your turnovers. Boston has 6 turnovers. That's part of the reason why the scores looks the way it does too. Now, Boston did come out with a slight lead, and Miami since then, since the end of the first quarter, has been shooting the ball pretty darn good. I want to look at what Caleb Martin is doing for the Heat. Martin has 12 points.
The Boston Celtics. Nice job there, but look at the grimace on his face. He is not obviously 100% after that rolled ankle.
Adebayo's in for Highsmith. Vincent's come in for Lowry. It's a drive by Martin. Horford was in the way. Shot clock at 6. Tristan
I mean, Caleb Martin is having a series. He's making a lot of money in this series is what he's doing.
Yes, he is.
Taylor will take it in. Tip and try. Williams.
How great has he been off the bench for the Celtics? His activity on the offensive glass, huge.
Martin rams his way inside for another two halfway through the second quarter.
Cha-ching, right? Cha-ching.
He's got 13 points and 5 rebounds, leading the Heat in both categories. The Heat back in that zone. Excellent job getting the ball into the restricted area against the zone.
The question is, can they get stops though?
Robinson eye off the glass. Brown the other way. Robinson in the way. Step back three, deflected. Loose, Butler goes against Brown, picked up by Bam. Here come the Miami Heat. They've led by as many as 17.
What's up, Darth Gillis? I'm here. I'm going stealth right now.
Butler. Lost it, fumbled it away. Right the other way. Robinson is dueling with Tatum. The spin, rams his way inside.
He's looking a little better, Reggie.
Same to you, sir. Happy Memorial Day.
Offensive rebound for Robert Williams, and then an aggressive move there.
The deficit for the Celtics down to 11. Butler. Robinson. Adebayo. Defended by Brown. Now by Horford. Kicks it out. In the corner. A three. Thinks it good. Big time corner hit.
Well, these undrafted players, Vincent, Martin, absolutely just carrying the Heat.
They really are. I mean, the Heat are up 14 despite, if you look at the star matchup, Tatum and Brown have outscored Butler and Adebayo 18-8.
Derek White with a tray. Given 5. Miami shooting threes began 1 of 6. But they've gone 6 of 7 since. Into Robert Williams, the rejection of the ball driving. And a foul called. It's on
Yeah, we're
Robert
making
Williams.
a lot on there as well. I don't know if they want to use their challenge this early in the ball game. Look, this is an emotional, obviously, game 7 here. There's contact everywhere. Look at Tony Brothers having a shouting match with Jason Tatum.
Hey, we said it back in one of the other games here, Reggie. Tony Brothers, you don't mess with. He's got a little bit of a short fuse. Excellent referee, but a little bit of a short fuse.
Adebayo, first free throw. This game 7 with the NBA on TNT, brought to you by Wagoneer, the official vehicle of the match. Watch live on TNT, June 29th. This is Miami's first free throw and second free throw of this game. The Heat
That's an area in which Bam Adebayo is really important.
I see your comment, Darth. Say you had to order Mexican food, huh? Yeah, no grilling out today. I did see the sun around 7 o'clock, though. Went outside to get a little vitamin D.
lost the ball with a bump in the foul. And Adebayo picks up his second. 13-point advantage, been as high as 17 for the Heat. National TV schedule. The finals begin on ABC Thursday. The winner of this game will play the Western Conference champion Denver Nuggets. Brown shot 3, no. Rebound inside. It's Butler with it.
Heat zone on that side out of bounds.
3 minutes, 32 seconds.
3 of 18, coach.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done.
Vincent. Butler in late. Fouled on the play, in the way. was Tatum. Just out of bounds. Just out of bounds on the play.
How about Caleb Martin flying out of nowhere here? Yeah, that ball's off of Tatum right there.
It sure is. Big break there for the Heat.
Strus. 3 with Brown in the left.
Oh,
Tatum the rebound. Right in the back to get by Butler. Out to Horford at 3. White comes in. Slides for the rebound.
We got the game winner in Game 6 out of nowhere. Derek White.
Tatum. Adebayo defends. Butler rebounds. And he's got 5. James got his 3rd foul.
Yep, it wasn't set. And some of that is Jimmy's fault as well. He went before Bam got set. But here, Bam's only 1 of 4 and 4 points. And Highsmith, look how small now the Heat are with Highsmith on the floor.
They're not using Zeller or Kevin Love off the bench. They're going to play 5 perimeter guys.
Tatum on top. Horford kicks it out. Smart 3.
He's going to have to work hard like he just did. Throwing him the basketball to collapse that Heat defense.
I'm not sure it collapsed that much. Al Horford hasn't even looked at the rim on any of those catches.
Vincent short. Martin retrieves. Butler down low for White. It's picked up by Tatum. Brown's got the 13. Tatum's got 5. Tries and
Tatum's still grimacing every time he comes down on that ankle, but he's playing a lot better right now.
it's called a dribble. National drive and Butler is in. Will put up a 3. Good. Big shot by Jimmy Butler.
He doesn't shoot a lot of them, but those are impactful threes when he does shoot and make them.
He's got 9 on 9 shots in this one. It's stolen by Butler. Held by Brown.
There's a pass by Horford on that hard roll. Smart knocking down a 3. The Tatum drive. More importantly, the grimacing after the layup. And just a catch and shoot 3 by Butler. He just came up with that steal.
Miami was the lowest scoring team in the regular season. They beat the number 1 seed Bucks in the first.
yeah, dog. I think it's going to be a tough one.
They had the 3-0 lead on
Boston might pull it out, but I think it's going to be a tough one.
Tied at 3, Game 7 now. Butler. Minutes ago in the first, on the doorstep and down for 2, and he's got 11.
It's not helping them that Jimmy Butler is starting to get turned up on offense.
Fake has really helped you.
Smart with 3. Defended by Vincent. Smart with consecutive 20-point games. First time in this playoff. He's done that only twice in this past regular season. He's done it twice here in games 5 and 6 of this series. 8 to shoot.
Yeah, Smart is going to have a he's got to be one of those guys that have a 20-point game.
They'd love to get it under.
Now I give him 15 to 20. Smart's got to have 15 to 20. White's got to have a good game.
Mason Tatum only 3 of 6. I'd be happy with this.
10 seconds left. Tatum still with the ball in his hand. Shoots a 3. It's short. Martin.
About a second. Let's see if they get up.
Good if it goes.
Halftime is here, and the Celtics are trailing 52-41, down by 11, trailing by as many as 17 in the first half, with a tie and a lead change in the first 24 minutes. Coming up, the American Express halftime report. EJ, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq in this Game 7.
What's going on, everybody? Coach Gary here. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Hey, it's been a good one this first half. Miami came out a little bit sluggish. Even after Jason Tatum got hurt with 26 seconds on the clock in the game, twisted his ankle pretty bad, but you know he was going to play. So he had to fight through that. Didn't have any points. Well, have one point there because he hit a free throw after he got twisted his ankle. But has come along here since the first quarter. Also, Miami has too, and a lot of that, we'll see right here, has come from the what do you call the guys, the role players. The role players. They had to. I think Coach has decided to start a couple of guys he hadn't usually started, but anyway, the role players are stepping up, and they have been. So let's go over to the box scores real quickly. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Hit that like button if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, Coach G TV. Let's go. All right. Butler has 11 points. He has 11 points and 5 rebounds. He has steadily come around on offense. All right, so we'll see what he does in the third quarter. Caleb Martin leading the Heat with 14 points. He's just like his brother, or well, they're twins. All right, and when his brother was healthy, and they were both in Carolina, when those guys came on the floor, it's just pure energy. Miami got a good one, all right, because he's been like Reggie Miller said, probably the most consistent guy on the team offensively and defensively. He just plays at one speed. So he has 14 points, 7 rebounds. Adebayo, 4 points. We don't know about Adebayo. We don't know when he's going to show up. He's sort of like Anthony Davis sometimes. You know, he seems like he could be dominant out there, and then he sort of disappears. And like I always say, hey, if you're not scoring a bunch, then at least be the leading rebounder. If you're the big man, instead he has 4 rebounds. Let's go Adebayo. They're going to him a little bit, but he has 4 points, 4 rebounds. Gabe Vincent, again, another role player off the bench. 8 points. Now he may have started tonight, but he has 8 points. And Strus, 5 points. Now the bench has scored, what is that? 8, 9, that's 10 points. Robinson, 5 points. Highsmith, another high energy guy, 2 points. And Kyle Lowry, 3. So they got some people on the bench that can come out there and make a big difference. Coach Foster is, I think, doing a good job mixing it up a little bit. Now on to the Boston Celtics. Tatum, 7 points. Remember, he got hurt, and that adrenaline had to kick in, so he could think more about the game and not that ankle. But as you can see, every time he comes down that ankle, he grimaces his butt. Like Miller said, it's that what do you call it? He's excited. That is it dopamine? Anyway, the adrenaline. That's what it is. The adrenaline, which is caused by dopamine. Don't quote me on that. Be quiet, coach. Move on. All right. He's got 7 points and 8 rebounds. Horford, 5 points, 6 rebounds. Smart has 5 points. White, 5 points. Brown has 13, and their bench has only scored 6 points, and that's been Robert Williams, who does have 3 rebounds. So, like I said, Tatum is feeling a little bit better. All right, Tatum's feeling a little bit better, so he is going to be able to score some points. Will he have 20 or more? He's gonna have to. All right, Brown, he's got to have 20 more. Pretty sure he will have 20 more. But who else is going to step up? All right, is it going to be White? He's got 5. He's 1 for for 5 from behind the arc. Marcus Smart, 1 for 4 from behind the arc. Al Horford, 1 for 4 from behind the arc. They're just not shooting that 3 ball like they need to shoot it to win. But they've still got 24 more minutes to go. All right, and then finally, here's what the team stats look like. All right, so finally, here's what the team stats look like. Miami shooting 46, you might as well say 47% from the field, and Boston is shooting 39. Let's round it off. 3-point shooting. Miami 8 for 16 for 50%. Boston 4 for 21 for 19%. Now, that does look bad, but it was worse. All right, and again, that's what they do. If they can't hit the 3, it's going to be like Darth Gillis just said. It's going to be tough for them to win. All right, but again, you got 24 more minutes to change that. Free throws. Look at the free throws. Nobody's shooting free throws. All right, those free throw fouls, if you will, are not being called. There has been 6 fouls that resulted in shooting called throughout the whole game. Miami has hit both of theirs. They're 100%. Boston, since the last time we checked on this, they're 3 or 4, 75%. Rebounds, slight edge to Boston, 23-20. Assists, both teams are now starting to move the ball a little bit more. However, Miami has 12. Boston has 10. There's your steals, your blocks, your turnovers. Boston not shooting the ball well and turning the ball over too. They have 7 now. Miami has 5, but if you're not going to shoot the ball well, you darn sure can't turn the ball over. So they have 7 turnovers. There's your fast break points. Points in the paint. Let's see. Points in the paint, just about even, but a slight edge to Boston. And the largest lead by Miami has been 17 and 5 for Boston. All right. We'll be back here shortly, ready for the second half and the end of somebody's season. This is a must-win for both teams. I'm sure most of you who are watching it know this, but, you know, it should really get interesting here down the stretch. I don't see any team giving up. There won't be any need for Coach Azula. Is it Azula? Anyway, won't be any need for Coach A or Coach Spoelstra to pull anybody out if it's even a 10-point lead. You know, I think, what was that, 3 games ago when Boston Coach pulled his players out, and I think it was like 6 minutes left on the clock. I think they were only down, was it 15, 20? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not 20, 25 points with 6 minutes left on the clock. I'm not pulling them out. He pulled them out, and that's where everybody was like, oh, looks like Boston gave up. All right. And after that, Boston's won 3 in a row. All you got to do is win 1 more, and they have changed history. They've changed history. I'm not going to say the floodgates will open, but they'll be the first team to do it. All right, with that said, we'll wait the second half. Tar Heel K in the house. Hey, happy Memorial Day to you too. Yeah, Tario. Tario, okay, I see your comment. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't seem like they've got. Doesn't seem like they put that effort in. Like the sense of urgency sometimes doesn't seem there. All right, you got a few guys out there. Like I said, Caleb Martin coming off the bench. He may have started. All right, but Caleb Martin out there. See, he seems like, you know what? All right, so Caleb Martin seems like he's giving it all. You know what I'm saying? He's playing with a sense of urgency. Highsmith, when Highsmith came off the bench, it was like he was like, "Hey, I'm getting ready to do whatever it takes to win this game." You know what I'm saying? It's like he's kicking it up a notch. On Boston's team, I think they're more like, I don't know. It does seem like there's a bit of a sense of urgency, but I can't pick that one player out. You know, I think Tatum plays hard anyway. You know, offensively anyway. All right. I think if he played defense like he did offense, he'd be great. I mean, a great all around. But I think he has a little bit of that I want to win. I'm gonna pull you guys through. Smart. I mean, I got to give it to him. That's Smart. Just plays like that every game. He plays hard, but he's hurt too. He's hurt too. I think he'd be at another level if he wasn't nursing some injuries. But you know, well, you know, I think some of them are giving a little bit more than what we can tell. I will say though, it was a different type of player back then, and I think that's why we see it. That's why we can see it. Because I think White got a little sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? But for the Heat, you can tell that Cody Martin and Highsmith and some of those other guys, Vincent, looks like they coming off the bench like, we ain't been in this situation. I don't know if we're gonna ever get back in this situation. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Jimmy Butler, he's coming around, but he still ain't playing like, you know, this is it, guys. I'm getting ready to take y'all out. Like I said the other day, I heard some stories about Jimmy Butler, about how good, you know, I mean, he's a good player, and how good he thinks he is. I mean, and duly noted, he's done some things to show that he's a good player, but he's got to do it now. Why he's hesitating? They said he could be nursing some injuries too, but why he's hesitating on certain shots, like he did like all game until the last 2-3 minutes of the game, the last one. Why he's hesitating? I don't know. And who is it? Is it Van Gundy out there? Speaking on him coming off both feet instead of just going up off that one. I mean, to me, I don't care if you go off one or both. I understand what he's saying, but yeah, it's Van Gundy. But don't hesitate. Go up strong, draw those fouls. I don't know. I don't know. He's the pro. He's an all-star. The man knows what he's doing. I see it just like the commentators see it. Like he's hesitating at points. Like they did say he's got his shot blocked 11 times. Is he worried about that? Know what I'm saying? I mean, it could be. He doesn't usually get his shot blocked, so maybe they're in his head a little bit with that. I doubt it though. All right, here we go. And speak of the devil.
That's twice. Jimmy Butler, a catch and shoot opportunity. 2 for 2 from long distance for Butler here.
You can see in Game 7 since 1955, Butler has shot the ball through.
Now up to 15 points here.
first they've got to find a way to stop the Heat team.
Walking inside, creeping for two. Is Vincent right to the hole.
I'm not liking the Celtics drop. Not tonight. They've given up threes. They give up a drive there. I think they've got to get out of the drop and either get to switching or get out Horford up on it.
Here goes Brown, rocketing down the lane. It's a Martin rebound, trips over Vincent, 2 pins down on the bowling alley, and here comes Jimmy Butler the other way.
When I bowl, that's about as good as I got over
Two, right? Just two. White is on Vincent. Tries with a good move on that baseline to get it to go. Rebound Brown.
They were Martin hobbled a little bit.
Travel on Tatum.
The reason why you don't like a drop, they're trying to stay attached to Bam, but they're allowing these straight line drives all the way to the cup. Martin's holding that right ankle or leg.
We saw Bam just free up guys for 3 threes in the first half also. And Jimmy Butler, you made this point in the first half. Everything is on the move, and he's not coming to a 2-foot stop and shot faking, Reggie. No hesitation from Jimmy Butler tonight. Great adjustment on his part.
16 for Jimmy Butler as we step aside.
All right, we got a timeout. Now Jimmy Butler looks like, you know, he's just letting it go. He's letting it go. Give me the ball, guys. We got a little crease. I'm going to the basket. You know, no hesitation. If you foul me, you foul me. If I miss the shot, I miss the shot. Let's go. Once again, thank you everyone for being here. 22 people in the chat. Drop a line in the chat, and if you don't do that, that's fine. But just hit that like button. I'm trying to get 20 likes tonight. You know, I think I got 9. I'm trying to get 20 likes. Let's go. Hit that like button. Become part of the family. Hit that that subscribe button. I'm close to my next goal, which is 1,500 subscribers. Help me out. Help me out and definitely come back and check me out. This basketball season has been a decent one. It's just about over. I'm gonna do the draft. I gotta see which team, which guy my team's gonna get. You know, I've looked at both of the guys. And I'm talking for my team, the Hornets, and I'm settling on Scoot. Even though my Hornets like taller guys that can get out there and handle the ball. So I think that next kid's name is Miller, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken, but I don't think they could go wrong with Scoot. Everybody's saying Scoot Henderson can't shoot. Well, there's a couple of guys that hadn't been able to hit that outside shot, but hey, that might be one of Charlotte's problems. Everybody on the team feels like they got to jack up a 3 if it's there, or even if it's not there. Scoot Henderson can create and get to the basket. He's a scorer. May not be a 3-point shooter, but he's a scorer. Hey, we better do something, because I got a feeling that Lonzo Ball is gonna be out once he gets his, once he gets a chance to be a free agent. I think he's gone. I don't think the Charlotte Hornets have enough money to keep Lonzo Ball in Charlotte. I think when he gets a chance to go home and get close to home, You know, those 3 teams out in California, he's probably out. That's just me. I hope not, but that's just me. So we better get somebody to, you know, to lessen some of that pain we're gonna feel.
Back to the zone.
Full court again. Vincent is all over Smart. And White and Brown the other way.
Back in their zone.
10 minutes, 6 seconds left in the third.
He's got 5.
That shot's on the everything on Tatum. He doesn't have that fluid motion that we're used to and accustomed to seeing.
Butler slashes inside. It's picked up by Hooker. Slicing here is right to the other end. It's the deck and a Heat foul. Miami will pick it up. 9:41 here in the third. Butler his first score, a free trip to the 2023 NBA Draft with NBA ID. You can win 2 tickets, airfare, and hotel accommodations to watch live at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Go to NBA.com/ID for a chance to see the future of the league take the stage.
Coach, early entry here into this third quarter. Robert Williams for Al Horford. Rubbing up offense for defense here for Coach Mazzulla.
Just different offense even. Rob Williams, I think, even gives you some offense.
On the offensive glass, yes.
Yeah, the lobs. It's just different offense. And the Celtics are built around the 3, but you're 4 for 21 for 3. You got to find another way to get the ball in the basket.
That was only the 8th free throw taken in this game by both teams. 7 plays right there. 9.5. In the third, screen on the ball. Shot by Vincent from defending. Rebound to Robert Williams.
Jason Tatum's really hurt. We watched him trying to move defensively and coming up the floor. He is really hot.
Brown, Vincent there. Here is Smart with 5 points and a 3. White, 3 over Strus.
That's his second made three in the league. Remember, White has 3+ made threes in every game of this series.
He came into this game tonight, leading this series. Both teams with threes made, three-point percentage, and shots.
Shot clock at 4. Here comes Butler. It's over Rob Williams. Rebound by Tatum. Finishing every time he tries to play on that bad angle. White, Strus is there. White will drive into the paint.
D. White becoming a thorn in the Heat side. Turnover. Well, you had the numbers.
It's off to Vincent. Boston can set their defense. Adebayo against White with the mismatch there. Out to Butler. Smart defense. Jimmy Butler 3. Rebound by Williams. He's got 5. Tatum trying to pass down low. Couldn't. Brown 3. Rebound Strus.
7 minutes, 21 seconds left in the third.
Switch on to Jimmy Butler's got to understand what's going on.
Ain't that Martin kid.
Assistant score in this series, Caleb Martin.
Martin with 18. 2 in a row to begin the second half. 5 minutes gone right now. Boston is trailed by as many as 17. Tatum inside. Williams with Martin there.
Hey, you're right, Dark Gillis. Today, if Boston will move that ball a little bit more, they might have a little bit more success.
Miami overall is better off. They're not giving up 3-point looks.
With Butler and White.
5 of 24 from deep for the Celtics.
Butler smashes around Williams. Halfway through the third quarter.
Look how much space Williams gives Butler.
He'll swipe at the ball.
Great defense there by Williams.
Wow.
5 minutes, 52 seconds left in the third.
Of Butler all series long. Look at the length here.
Michael Smitty, what's up? My bad, I didn't see. I see you now. What's up, Michael?
Inbound by Miami. Struz with a three.
Ooh, that's a great play by Bam Adebayo. That was a near steal. He went up, tipped the ball to Struz for the assist. Bam Adebayo struggling offensively, Reggie, but we saw him with 3 screens and set up threes in the first half. And now that play, 4 of the 10 threes that the Heat had directly attacked by Bam Adebayo.
Brown dodges the defense. Now setting up Struz to defend.
Damn. As you can see, D. White has come to play. Nathan Vanek. What's going on, Nathan? All right, great game so far. No give up in either team. Chat rolling along real smoothly. Butler, 16 points now. 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Caleb Martin, 18. He is 18, 8 and 1. Adebayo, still on 4 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Gabe Vincent, 10. 10 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. Struz, 8 points, 4 and 4. 4 and 0. Robinson has only had 8 minutes off the bench. He scored 5 points. Highsmith, 8 minutes, 2 points. And Kyle Lowry, hadn't seen him in the third quarter. 3 points, 9 minutes. It looks like Coach Spoelstra is sticking with those starting five. Each one of them have well over 20 minutes. For the Boston Celtics, Tatum, 10 points. He has 10, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Al Horford with 22 minutes, 5 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Smart, 5 points. Doesn't look like Smart's going to score that 20 points, so somebody else got to step up, and White seems to be that guy. We're not even sure if Tatum's going to be able to score 10 points. He is really laboring on that ankle. White, 15 points. Brown, 15 points. And Williams has 8 off the bench. He also has 6 rebounds. I don't know, guys. I still think, well, I know the Celtics have what it takes to win the game. They have what it takes, but with Jason Tatum struggling like he is now, unless he can sit out there and they can drive and kick like they did a few minutes ago to get him a couple of more than a few 3-point shots. I don't know. That adrenaline, he's got enough to take off sometimes, but when he's standing around, you can tell that ankle's hurting him.
A lot of that has to do with that first play of the game with Tatum rolling that ankle.
Spurs got out of bio screen. In the corner, Butler and Smart.
That's not certainly picked up here by the Celtics.
Burrows his way into the paint. Rebound Tatum. He's got 10. White has 15 points, 10 in this third quarter for the Celtics.
The Celtics came out of that drive and switched out over out.
Travel.
Right to the line, travel line, Derek White.
But they are running their offense through Derek White. Very much the same way the Heat are running their offense. Yep, there's the trouble there by White through Caleb Martin.
Butler and Horford.
See the Celtics now back to switching everything, Reggie. Not playing what we're in that drop.
Brown nudges his way into Brown, finds Butler underneath.
Well, them two guys, they have got to get together. I don't know, at some point you think Bam Adebayo, I don't want to say force a shot, but you think he's got to make something happen offensively.
Inside, Horford corralled it. Brown controls it. Wide outside. Defended by Vincent. Foul call, Gabe Vincent.
This is the most aggressive Derek White has been. Yes, he's made shots throughout the series, but he is actually looking to attack off the dribble. There's the contact by Vincent. And again, White headed to the free throw line.
Vincent picks up his third. Celtics are 6 of 7 tonight shooting free throws. 3 of 3 is White. Until that miss.
Lewis,
Watch it shows like up and Adams and
Lewis Sports Network. What's up, Lewis?
Available for free.
Hey guys, you get a chance, go over to the Lewis Sports Network.
TV connected devices.
Drop a comment in his comment section. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to his channel.
Take much to figure out that Jason Tatum is
Appreciate you dropping by there, big man.
Someone is going to have to
Good game so far.
creating shots and creating offense, and it's been him right now in the third quarter.
Vincent out, Lowry in, Smart out, Grant Williams in. 3.5 in the third. Adebayo 1 of 6 off the street with a 3. It's a rebound by Brown. And a foul on Lowry.
That's a foul run by Lowry, but moments ago we talked about
3 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third.
grimacing going down the court. Looked like he kind of turned that right ankle a little bit. So both stars now, a little gimpy out here.
Lowry got the foul, his second. Approaching rushing through the play in the third. White overshoots a three. Rebound Lowry out to Grant Williams. And the 37-year-old Lowry, NBA champion with Toronto, takes it the other way.
That's just a great block out by Lowry at the other end.
It's Jimmy Butler. White will defend. Shot clock at 4. Butler inside. Out of bounds on the paint.
Why you don't want it? You don't want it.
Miami no place in the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Brown, defended by Lowry. Hangs and misses. Picked up by Adebayo.
Boy, this has become a struggle fest here. This is like a game in the 90s, Coach.
Absolutely.
No one can score the basketball.
Defensive intensity has really picked up.
Lowry missing on the run. Butler had a go in his hand. There's a whistle and a foul inside at the 2:09 mark of the third.
2 minutes, 9 seconds left in the third. 2:09 left in the third.
Up his second with Pat Riley. Watching with the Lonzo Morning. The culture of the Heat established.
I appreciate that, Lewis. Lewis Sports Network, guys. Like I said, go check him out. Go hit that like button over there. Subscribe to his channel. Leave comment in the comment section. Butler haven't been able to do nothing but hit those threes today. And I appreciate you, Jimmy. Lewis. Oh, Grant gets it right back.
Jimmy Butler's made a player's adjustment. All the shot fakes are gone. Whether it's on the drive or shooting the three, he's just getting right into his shots in rhythm. A great adjustment on his part.
19 for Butler. Graham's got 4. Curls in the paint. Peels off the D and gets the 2.
Finally. He's probably
Exactly.
saying to himself, 'cause the smaller
Just go. What are you doing?
down low. Offensive foul. Jaylen Brown wasn't set on a dribble handoff.
Number 3, Reg.
There's that dribble handoff.
Yeah, that's an obvious foul. I understand fans are partisan, but that's obviously a foul.
Celtics have a foul to give. Lowry will bring it up. Lowry. It's off to Butler, defended by Brown. And Jimmy lets it rip from 3. Rebound, Simpson's backed away. Taken by Tatum, foul called.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. 71-62. Tatum going to the line.
But more importantly, look after Tatum gets the basketball here. Look how he's hobbling.
Thirteen fewer regular season wins for the Heat. Miami had 57. Heat 44. Biggest disparity in the Eastern Conference Finals. This Memorial Day, the NBA family remembers the service and sacrifice. All members of the military and their loved ones. Learn more about the NBA's effort to honor servicemen and women through the Hoops for Troops program. Visit hoopsfortroops.nba.com.
Miami back to the ultra small lineup. They're never big, Rich.
No.
They don't have a big lineup. Bam's not that big, but they're ultra small now.
Jimmy Butler with the ball way out. Turns down the screens, not really set. Trying to get to a spot on the right side. Almost out of bounds. Gets that ball to Martin. Creates space. The 3-point shot is good. And he says, I got you all. I got you.
And don't be surprised, people, if you're just tuning in to Game 7 and saying, who is this Caleb Martin? He's been doing this all series long.
He leads the Heat in scoring tonight. Difference of 6 seconds. Game clock, shot clock, winding down the field.
Tatum picks up the dribble, gets it to White. 4 seconds to shoot. White pulls up.
Smith was defending White. It is a foul on Miami. 9.1 to go. Played moments ago.
White is really being aggressive.
Well, Highsmith just a little bit aggressive.
he could end up being the difference.
White is at the line. In this postseason, the Heat at home, 5-5. That would surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, look, these last two Eastern
White rattles in the first.
have been crazy. I mean, 9 of the
Miami has 9 seconds
tonight have been won by the road team. So
before the end of the third quarter.
This isn't a big surprise to see the Heat ahead right now.
Yeah, that's why
But you got to play fundamental basketball right here. If he misses, you got to box out. Who's got the shooter? It's going to be Strus.
We won games 1 and 2 in that building. We're very comfortable of going on the road.
Well, they switch it up. Kyle Lowry had him, but White hits both of his free throws. Martin. Ooh, almost double. Did he double? Good if it goes.
As the shot at the buzzer goes astray.
I'd like to see that again. Did Martin double, or did he just let that ball hang a little bit?
As many as 17. Watch him here against Tatum
Ooh.
with a sweet spinning shot.
Now, I don't think he doubled. He might have carried, but that was a bad angle to see it. Go, Martin, dude, go. Hey, guys, and I really don't care who wins this. But that Caleb Martin kid used to be a Charlotte Hornet. So if you see me, if you hear me going a little bit overboard about him, you know, I was a little bit upset. I knew they had to get rid of somebody. It's always hard when you get rid of those brothers, those twins, split them up or whatever. But I tell you what, really, Hornets kept the Martin kid that was doing the most offensively, but then he got hurt. He didn't play any this year, and that was Cody. So the Hornets got Cody, but Caleb is doing his thing, like Reggie Miller and Van Gundy have said. He has been consistent this whole playoffs, right? Especially this series. He's been consistent, offensively and defensively. A couple of things I want to check. Let's look at the foul trouble. Anybody in foul trouble for either team? For Miami, Adebayo, Vincent, and Strus all have 3. But this is the last quarter. You got 3 to get. Well, you got 2 to get. You got 2 to get. You get that third one, you gone. For Boston, Brown has 3 fouls. So technically, everybody can stay in. No one should foul out of the game, especially with the number of fouls, and especially shooting fouls the refs are calling. So we can take a look at that right now. And what better way to look at that than to look at the free throws? Between both teams, only 15 free throws have been shot. 15 free throws have been shot. Boston has 13. They've been to the line 13. They have shot 13 free throws. They've hit 11 for 84.6%. Miami, he's only been to the line twice. They've hit both of them. Look at the turnovers and get back to the game. Boston still turned the ball over a little bit. They have 11 turnovers, not shooting that 3 very well, to Miami 6. And they are 7 for 28 for 25%. Miami, they are 13 of 26 for 52% from behind the arc.
outside Martin. On top, open triple.
He's on one. Caleb Martin is absolutely on fire out here. Cha-ching, baby.
26 for Martin.
Miami staying in that zone. They go to it even more when Duncan Robinson's in the game.
Leaving and a foul called.
Offensive foul.
Brown.
Oh, that was
Look at that. He took a
offensive?
shot straight to the face. Look at Bam Adebayo here. First Martin with the long three to put him up 13.
Ooh,
The foul we check to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
elbows first.
Oh my goodness.
Took one on the chin. Literally.
Yes, he did.
There's no way that should be a flagrant
But it's
foul.
not a flagrant foul.
No, that's just a normal shot motion.
But you got to play the game if you're Bam. You stay down there, you act like you're hit by a Mack truck. You make them go to the replay center. Is there contact? Yes. But this is a normal move here by Jaylen Brown.
Was Bam in the circle?
I would be shocked.
The foul's in the contact foul, offensive foul.
Good job. And quick and decisive. Very nice job there.
He goes straight up.
But nonetheless, nice start to this fourth quarter by the Heat. And Caleb Martin once again carrying the Heat offensively.
Martin has the last 8 points.
Hey, if you haven't voted, go ahead and vote. Let's see. We got 79 votes. See if we can get 100 votes. 100 votes for before I close the poll. We got 11 minutes and 13 seconds. Let's see what the people think. Butler. Butler pulls up. I'm gonna go Ghost for a second.
Again, players need to make adjustments as much as coaches do. And Jimmy Butler did.
Turnover, Butler at the other end. Defense to offense. Transition. Timeout. The Boston Celtics and the lead for Miami grows. Up to 17, equaling their biggest tonight. A 7-0 Heat run this quarter.
Active hands once again by Butler. Remember, he had 6 steals in game 2 in this building.
Still not gonna. I'm telling you, this is not one of the games where you give up. You can't take your guys out. So that is not going to happen. No matter how far they get down. But like Dargilla said, it just seems like it's going to be tough all night for Boston. It's not over, ladies and gentlemen. It is not over by any means. Ask the people in Miami after Jimmy Butler hit those three free throws, and maybe some of you listening, some of you in the chat may have done the same thing. Thought that game was over. But it wasn't, and that is why we are here tonight. You've got to play the entire game. So it is not over. 17-point lead with plenty of time. 10 minutes and 49 seconds, plenty of time. You gotta believe or not believe Miami will have a little drought here. Miami's gonna have at least another drought, and that's when the Celtics just gotta take advantage of it. Jimmy Butler now with 23 points. But his teammate, Caleb Martin, has 26 points. Next behind them will be Gabe Vincent. You got to give your hats off to Tatum. Had a bad turn bad turn of the ankle. He only has 12 points, but he has 11 rebounds. Yeah, I think he's giving us all he's got right there, but he's in pain. Derek White, 18 points, stepping up, keeping the Boston Celtics just a little bit of contact right there. And Brown, 15 points. He's been pretty consistent in these playoffs in this series. Tonight, a little bit off. He has four fouls, so that means defensively he's got to be a little bit tentative, right? Because if he goes out, that's definitely it. That's not a good thing, because if he has to play tentative defense, then that's going to be an advantage for Miami.
Game for 27 points, but since then, the Heat only have 11 turnovers in the last game and 3 quarters.
Boston has not scored to the field in almost 3.5 minutes. In the corner, Smart triple. Rebound, Lowry tips it off to Martin. Well, 67-0 in franchise history when leading by 10 points or more in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you gonna call that offensive foul? Let's see that. Let's see that. He had that arm out a long time.
Look at that right arm right there, just kind of extended to try
Yeah,
to
you can't extend it. Good
Call,
call, ref.
You didn't like it? You didn't like it, Coach?
I think Donnie Wahlberg has to run that way. That's a great acting job.
Tatum got the screen at the blink of an eye. He makes a move.
Yeah, but it's the coming down that he doesn't like.
Ooh, boy, if he turned that ankle just a little bit, one more time. All right, Caleb. That was a heat check, but ain't no need to take it. Ain't no need to take it. Come down and move that ball.
If you're Boston, you can't think you can get it back all at one time.
Yeah, I didn't like that shot.
They're going ISO. They don't call travel anymore, guys. They don't call travel anymore. I see you, Marcus Smart. They don't call travel anymore. Not in the pros.
But more importantly, let's watch the landing here. Favoring that left ankle.
Not in the pros. You could fall and turn over. Well, if you fall, as long as you don't turn over, they're not gonna call it.
Robinson with a three.
Ooh, Robinson with the three.
Well, you got the Celtics who are 7 of 30, 23%.
Don't start that smiling.
And you've got the Heat who are 13,
Don't start the smiling yet.
50% from three.
Double dribble. It's Horford inside, out to White. His triple is away now. Rebound by Lowry. This is Miami's biggest lead. Martin at the other end. Saves it from going out. Out of bio controls in the hands of Lowry. Now to Robinson. Butler on top.
I just don't see the Boston defense stepping up, applying pressure, trying to be disruptive at all, Reggie.
Y'all taking
Getting whatever
trying to get to the basket.
The Heat offense the last 2 or 3 possessions.
Yeah, I'm telling you, exactly, Reggie. I don't like their offense either. No, that's just not smart. Y'all looking like my Hornets. Get a lead, just come down and take any type of shot. Let's go, Coach Bolster. You know better. Get your boys together. Somebody cut. I hate this ISO. Come on, Larry. Come on, guys. Somebody help him. Good shot by Lowry.
We're wondering if Lowry can summon one game into that 37-year-old body.
I didn't know Lowry was 37.
Kicking outside, there's a whistle and a Boston foul.
And Lowry was another guy, Reggie, who was hesitating on those kind of shots last game. And then Bam gets hit by Horford.
83 votes. 83 votes. We still got a few more
Horford picks up his third.
Got a few more to get there.
Here comes Sam Hauser in the game for the first time in this Eastern Conference Final for Boston.
So Boston's bringing out all the stops. Hauser is he's a three-point shooter. Move the ball. There you go. Keep moving. Ooh, Bam Adebayo show.
Bam Adebayo has 8 points. Brown into Butler. Looking for an escape hatch and finds Hauser.
You got to go, Brown. Oh, loses it. Slow down. 7 minutes and 10 seconds left. Move the ball. Keep moving it.
Your second best player.
6 buckets, 4 assists, and 8 turnovers.
Butler over Brown. Rebound Bam. With a Boston foul inside. Adebayo corralled that loose ball.
He's got Adebayo on him in that zone. When you get Jaylen Brown going to his left, he can turn into a mistake player pretty quickly.
So we came into the game, 150 teams have tried, 150 teams have lost. No team trailing 3-0 in a 7-game NBA playoff series has come back to win the series. That's what Boston is attempting.
He just jinxed him.
Tonight, 4 teams have come back in the series to bring it to a 7th game, but none has won the last game. Playoff schedule coming up. Finals begin Thursday. Game 2 on Sunday, both on ABC. For more, go to the NBA app or NBA.com.
And of those 3 teams that were able to force a Game 7, none of them have the luxury of playing at home like Boston is doing right now.
But I don't know, as we said earlier, in this series, 2 years in a row between these 2 teams, being at home has not been a luxury. It's been a curse.
21-7 run by Miami, controlling a mid-flight.
I'm going to tell you what, that Brown can hang.
But everything is a struggle to score the basketball for Boston. That's a difficult shot there by Brown.
Well, they're just not creating any turnovers. There's no pressure on the ball. Now they create problems.
Robinson
This is how they can get back into it.
It's Smart the other way. Behind the back, the bump into Butler.
Can't finish.
He's got 7. Here's a quick foul, and Smart. First on Marcus Smart, and that reflects the feel of a lot of people here in the Garden.
Well, Miami's done a nice job of taking this great crowd out of this ball game as well. There's been spurts, yes.
Not many, though. And they've been short spurts.
Nice play. Nice play. Nice play.
3 points for the Celtics. And we're deep in the 4th. Here is the 94th point.
I don't like that right there. Because that, I mean, especially, I don't think, let me be quiet. I still don't like that right there. Like, if I had a player to do that, I'd snatch him out of the game, especially in middle school. I had to take him out of the game. Like, dude, just never do that. As superstitious as I could be coming to about sports, still 6 minutes on the clock. You just never know. You just never know. With the way things are going right now, you wouldn't expect it. You know, I've heard Charles Barkley say, you know, this several times. You got a team with this big a lead, you should never lose. All right, but you still got young guys playing, like Tar Heel K said. You still got young guys playing, and sometimes they get in this situation and they feel like, man, we got a huge lead, and I've been feeling it a little bit, so I'm just gonna come down and pull a 3. I'm gonna come down, and they're not thinking about taking a bad shot, but they take bad shots, right? Instead of just moving, running your offense, we're still looking to score, but we're running time off the clock. We're not just coming down, taking one dribble, making one pass, and jacking it up because we got a big lead. because that's how the other teams. The other team's a pro team now, a pro team also. So you got to think about that. You can't just come down and throw a shot up. So to score and then go down the court like this, no. Like right now, I still don't think they don't have the Celtics don't have somebody that can look at that right now and say, oh, so you're talking junk? Let me take over. Because their main guy's hurt. He's doing what he can do, but he's still hurt. All right? Derek White, he ain't like that. Brown, I think Brown is doing what he can do. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't like that either. I don't think he's got that killer instinct to see something like that to make him mad and say, you know what, I got it. There ain't no Michael Jordans, they ain't no Kobe Bryants left in the league that can look at that and say, okay, you want to talk junk? I got you. No, they don't have anything like that. So I don't think it's going to affect them, but I still wouldn't have it on my team. Nope. Hey, let's get this game done and over with before you start, making gestures, timeout. Hey, where you guys at in the stands? And maybe he was just doing it for the people in the stands, Maybe, you know what? Let me take a little bit of that back. Maybe sitting where he's sitting, he's hearing all kinds of stuff. People in the stands telling him that he sucks and stuff like that, and you ain't getting no playing time and all that. So I can understand it a little bit. Not in middle school, though. I only say middle school because that's what I coach.
It's Grant Williams for a three. Robinson will save it. And here comes Miami. Tatum and Brown are combining 2 of 23 on threes the last 2 games for the Celtics.
Tatum cannot get out and pressure the ball. He can't move. Jimmy Butler right to the
You're right, Tari. Okay, you gotta finish it. You keep looking to score. You don't want to go down and now play not to lose, but you still got to be smart.
The Celtics just had an awful night.
Like Dark Gillis said, the Celtics, they're playing the way they play. They love that 3 ball, and that's what they're doing right now.
And the first possession of the game with Tatum rolling that.
Don't foul him.
Set the tone for the Boston Celtics on the negative side.
Yeah, call a timeout, coach. Go talk to your boys. Can't get sloppy.
21-point lead for the Heat. They're back by 23.
Not because the Celtics won't come back unless you let them into it.
For Miami, 8 for Boston.
So if they do come back, it'll be part of the Heat's fault too. It can't get sloppy.
They're trying to get Tatum in every pick and roll, so he has to keep the guard. Lowry. And this was the first.
I'm telling you, that was a bad turn. That was a bad turn. He was in the air and came squarely down on that ankle.
I say every team is a turned ankle away from devastation, coach.
Yeah, and look, it's had a huge impact on this
Come on,
game.
Jimmy Butler.
Let's not forget
Oh, stop dropping your hands.
that the Heat have made
Tyler Hero smiling because he is smiling because it's a possibility he can come back in the next series against Denver.
Tatum's injury, the Heat could have made an excuse there. Instead, we've seen this response in Game 7.
And also losing Victor Oladipo as well.
And of course, we know that the Heat
Those shots aren't going in because, well, they hadn't been on the whole game, but right now they're not showing signs of giving up. But they're like, oh, it's 4 minutes left, and we are down big. So I don't know if they're confident right now. Smart with the lay-in.
All those guys have gotten quality minutes under 4 to go. Martin has been a terrific player in this series. Hounded here by Smart, knocked away. Brown got it. Marcus will finish at the other end. And a timeout taken by Eric Spoelstra. Couple steals by Boston. We step aside here in Game 7.
We're all in the finals.
All in the finals.
All right. Like I said, I don't see them coming back, but look, it is 14 seconds. I mean, there are 4 minutes left on the scoreboard. It's 3:45. 3:45 left on the scoreboard. Like I said, if the Celtics come back, it'll be because the Heat let them come back. Like these plays, like what you've seen, like 2 of these. They can't get lackadaisical because even though Boston looks like, that body language is like, and nothing we can do. They're still professional players. They're still in it. I mean, in the game, they're still playing. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is for one of these guys to hit a couple of threes. All it takes is for the Heat to have a lull in scoring, which could happen. They've been scoring pretty well, but it could happen. It could happen in the last 2 minutes of the game where they don't score anymore from the field. Maybe get fouled, right? And then Boston comes down and hits a few threes.
Quick pressure now by the Celtics. Red Martin the other way, working on the aforementioned Pritchard. Adebayo with 10 rebounds and 10 points. Horford stands in his way. 3.5 to go. Inside Butler. Real flush. Good feed from Bam. 28 for Jimmy.
6 assists for Bam. Beautiful pass.
All right. I can't say that was the nail in the coffin yet.
6 assists for Bam.
Let's see what the Celtics do the next 3 times down. 79-99. Horford can't hit the floater.
Rebounding in the game has been basically the same, basically even.
3 minutes left.
Under 3 to go. Are you stunned?
Bam Adebayo hands that to Robinson. Robinson back to Bam. Bam may have been called for a travel. Wasn't. Kyle Lowry to the basket. Layup is good. And yeah. Pat Riley's coming down. Horford. Skip pass over to Brown. He takes a 3. That is off the mark, ladies and gentlemen. This may be it. Especially if the Heat score right here.
For this opportunity, we get to go play Game 7. It was positive right from the beginning with the opportunity they had in front of them. And that carries over to your team. And that's one reason that Eric Spoelstra will be going to his 6th NBA Finals.
101-79. Gotta feel bad to get close to it, guys. Even though they've had a great season, get close to it and just can't finish it, you know what I'm saying? From last year and this year. Escala with the 3. Adebayo, why you? Somebody come and get the ball from him. What y'all doing?
With the timeout, 1:50 to go. Crowd filing out. The 8 seed on top of the 2.
The Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla. It's the best idea ever.
All right, so with 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock, Miami up big, 19 points. It looks like they'll win this game. History will probably, more than likely, not be made. The fat lady is not singing. She's got the microphone in her hand, though. She's not singing yet. It is not completely over. But like Dark Gillis said, Boston Celtics relying on the three. If they're hitting the three, they're hard to beat, just like any team. But tonight was not their night from the three-point line. They're 9 of 38 at this point right now. And looks like coach is taking out all the starters. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Nail in the coffin, if you ask me.
Well, the Heat's undrafted players tonight, Reggie, 56 points, which is exactly what they averaged in this series.
That's how you began the game, Stan, talking about the complimentary players.
56 points a game they've been getting from undrafted players, and that's what they get tonight.
Hey, I better not hear any boos in the Garden. Let's go, guys.
To win 3 games here on the parquet is an incredible feat. But, you know, a home record in the playoffs for the Celtics this year of 5-6.
103-82. Spoelstra looks like he's pulled it out. Like I said on the last stream, I just had to believe that the Heat could win one more game. I just had to believe they could win one more game. Knew it was gonna be hard. But I think I also did say that if the Celtics won that last game and they had to go back home and play in Beantown, that was going to be almost impossible for the Heat to win. But they proved me wrong. I sort of jumped off ship. Not really that I'm on the ship, all right? Not on the bandwagon, but I sort of jumped off and I was like, hey, the Celtics have done all this. They definitely will not go back home and lose. But you got to also take for granted. I mean, not take for granted. You gotta make sure that we've got to mention that Tatum got hurt at the beginning of the game. And I don't care what you scripted guys say. That wasn't scripted. Like, he ain't gonna hurt himself on purpose to lose this game. Come on. Feel like they can't beat. That's a simple zone trap. I can't beat that. Get the big guy in the middle. And where y'all going? So that's a man trap.
Miami Heat, 8 seed, barely made the playoffs. They didn't win 2 play-in games. They lost the first, and they won the second. Here's Bam Adebayo at the Lowry.
I know this, Michael Malone tomorrow at practice, there'll be a heavy dose of zone offense.
Yes, there will.
Good sportsmanship by the Heat.
Yeah, the zone was much better to them in the half court.
29.7 seconds left in this game.
As Miami stars go to the bench, not to the standing ovation they would be getting in Miami, but the entire bench stood up for them.
So there's nothing like a road win, especially in a Game 7 situation.
Here comes Grant Williams with the 3, ducking by Lowry, picked up by Highsmith. He'll come the other way. The Miami Heat, the lowest scoring team in the league, and the last team to make it into the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Yeah, Miami Heat was a play-in team. Had to play themselves into this matchup. Had to play themselves into the series. End up winning the Eastern Conference and are now headed to the NBA Finals.
What a win on the road. Third win in this series for the Heat in Miami.
Eastern Conference champs.
And the Western Conference champion Denver Nuggets in the finals. The Miami Heat, the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals champion. We'll take a break with Inside the NBA and the Eastern Conference Finals trophy presentation, including the Eastern Conference Finals.
They're going to have an Eastern Conference. They're going to have a trophy presentation. Before they do that, before they get back with that, let's go over the. Let's check out the stats. Check out these stats and check out the top scorers, high scorers. Thank you guys for voting. There was 88 votes here tonight. Heat in 6. Go Heat. Vanny, have you been watching? Vanny, you must not have been watching Nathan. Nathan, I knew you've been in here before. This is over. Heat in 7. Heat in 7. Heat won this in 7. They had to go to game 7. He won the first 3. The Celtics won the next 3. And after that, well, you just saw what happened there. The Heat was able to come to Boston and win the last one. So the Heat. Oh, I got you. My bad, Nathan. I should have known. You know what you're talking about. I got you. Oh, okay, I see. You probably responding to Tar Heel. Okay, I got you. The fat lady singing, yeah, Denver in 4. And then Nathan is like, okay, I got you. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Heat in 6. It was, well, yeah, reply to the Tar Heel. Okay. I was like, I know he's been checking the game. All right. I don't know. You're going with the Heat. Listen, I think the Heat. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and it may seem stupid. It may be stupid when we see them play, but maybe the Heat are a little bit better than we're giving them credit for. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Heat's just a little bit better than we think they are, and I don't. You know, usually the Western Conference is a little stronger than the Eastern Conference. All right, so we'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens when the Western and the Eastern clash Thursday night. The Heat don't have. I don't think the Heat have too much that's going to. Well, I know they don't. The Heat don't have anything that's going to be able to stop the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Like AD got his taste of the Joker. You know, and is Bam a better defensive player than Anthony Davis? Maybe he may be. So look, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Will Jimmy Butler, will his offense show up? I'm not gonna say he played terrible tonight, and we'll check this out in a minute. But you know, there's gonna have to be something to offset Murray. I can see Murray going off for Denver. Jokic, you know, if Jokic has a one bad game, he's not gonna have 2 in a row. We know that. Alonzo Mourning. All right, and it's a possibility that the Heat might get back Tyler Hero. I know Tyler Hero hadn't played in a while. He's got to get back into playing shape, but who knows?
2023 Eastern Conference Championship trophy.
So,
Miami Heat.
It's the Bob Cousy Trophy.
all right, so it could end up being an interesting matchup. I still think Denver is going to win. A lot of people talked about this too.
You've got this in your hands. I'm going to ask you.
They talked about this too. Well, not a lot of people, but people that some of you guys talked about this too. It probably would be a better matchup with the Celtics and Denver because of the pieces that the Celtics have. And maybe, but like I said, the Heat might be better than we think they are. The Heat might be better than they think we are. So they are. So Denver in 4. That means now with Tar Heel K. So that means Denver is going to sweep them, right? Nathan, Heat in 6, which means he's going to give. He's going to give. He's going to give Denver 2 wins. I would at least give him 2 wins. At least give him 2 wins. Yeah, the Heat's going to have to hit on all cylinders. Caleb's going to have to keep having a good game. Jimmy Butler's going to have to say, you know what? This is a championship. Let's whatever. Make or miss. He's going to have to go off. Bam Adebayo is going to have 3 strong games, man. I'm talking offensively. 3 strong games offensively. Because Denver got everything they need. All right, but here we go. If Miami wins, it would be the greatest upset. I will definitely agree with you. Denver has too much firepower. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Because Denver got Murray. They got I was Caldwell. Now Caldwell Pope. He's underrated. He's underrated, but he's consistent like that Martin kid. He's consistent like that Martin kid. And they giving that to Jimmy Butler. I mean, yeah, you can't listen. If Caleb Martin had got it, nobody could have got upset. But I bet you Jimmy would have got upset. But anyway, let's check this out. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's just see what happened tonight. We can't wait for the NBA Finals stream right here with Coach Gary. Appreciate that, Darth, because you know I'm be on it. All right, let's check it out. Andrew, what's up? Congratulations to the Miami Heat. Jimmy, MVP, knew it. Yeah, I mean, I knew he. Okay, so that was the Eastern Conference MVP. I got you, right? Eastern Conference MVP.
We stayed together as a group, as a team. We talked about going to get a tough one on the road. We did just that, but we're not satisfied.
Golden Knights over Stars. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. Gotta check it out. All right, box scores.
Coaching you and what made you special at that point. He said it was an uncanny basketball.
Box scores. Jimmy Butler, 28 points. He had a quiet 28 points, but still he did have a 28 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Martin, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Adebayo ended up with 12. Vincent had 10. Strus had 8. Yeah, one of those guys got to go off too. Strus and Robinson got to have good games. Robinson had 10 points. Highsmith off the bench with 2, and Lowry had 7. Lowry also has 7 rebounds and 5 assists for the 37-year-old. All right, for the Boston Celtics, Tatum ended up with 14. Now, like I said, it wouldn't be fair if we didn't mention Tatum played the whole game hurt. He had a bad ankle turn. All right, we don't know how bad it really was, and I'm sure we'll find out later on. But he still played, but he was laboring the whole game. He ended up with 11 rebounds and 4 assists. Horford, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Smart, 9 points, Now Smart, the last two games has had 20 point game, in each. Couldn't pull that off tonight. 9 points, only 2 rebounds and 4 assists. But Smart was not completely healthy either, but healthy enough to play and be important part of the game. White had 18 points. Brown had 19. D. White was able to keep the Celtics in it till right there at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and then the Heat just pulled away. All right, all the bench. Grant Williams, 3 points. Robert Williams, 8 points. Yeah, it was just too much heat tonight. And look at some of these stats and get out of here. The Heat shot a better percentage from the floor than the Celtics did, 48.8%. The Celtics only 39% from behind the arc. Miami, they took good shots. They 50% from behind the 3-point line, 14 out of 28. Boston shot 42 threes. They only hit 9 of them. 42, they only hit 9. And I know a lot of those came at the end there, after 6 minutes, and they were trying to get back in the game. However, they still shot 42 of them. Free throws. Miami only went to the free throw line 6 times. They hit 5 of them. Boston went 13 times. They hit 11. Rebounds, an edge went to Miami. Miami had 26 assists because Boston started holding that ball a little bit. They only had 18. They only had 18. If there's one thing that I've learned, that I hope my Hornets coaching staff or I hope that they are looking and understanding and just looking at what happened to our team last year and looking at the advantage teams are getting by moving the ball, and not all this isolation every play. I hope so. Because we got to get more motion in our offense. Steals, blocks, turnovers. Boston had 15. Miami had 11. And that's it right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Tell you what, it's always great. It's always great to come and hang out, have you guys hang out with me. Thank you for hitting that like button. And for those who have not hit it, as you go out, make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate it. And I'm Coach Gary, and I'll check you guys out next time. Peace. All right, Nathan. I'll check you out next time. Siri, where do the Heat play Denver in the first playoff game? I'm pretty sure it's at Denver. Yep, we're gonna go with that. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. See you Thursday.